on the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. And the Spartans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Eastern Michigan's offense that has the first possession of the game. And now to guide the attack, it's Noah Kemp. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The run inside. It's Blackwell. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Kim. That's caught, it's James. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Making side adjustments here. Running inside. It's Bennett. Picked up 8 yards there. 3rd down and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Back to pass, it's Kim. Quick completion on the out. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Slams ahead. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, One possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
There he goes. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Caught. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to pass. It's Kim. Finds his man. It's Grant. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bennett. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the 1st half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Nice move to keep running. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to it.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
On the run, it's Edwards. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football back and find a little crease for your running back.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Spartans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Gonna look downfield again. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Sparty! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Right back to him on the ground. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Here's a heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's McCray. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Gets the back moving. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. The run inside. It's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Back to the ground with the running back. Good, solid tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. On the run, it's ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, and how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
Running inside, it's James. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Scanning the field, it's Kim. Lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Pressure coming. Breaks loose. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
trying to seal the edge on the right. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Spartans are facing 3rd and inches. Keeps it himself. Fights off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback.
Caught, and he's got room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Working the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw on 3rd. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
The Spartans head coach told me coming out of the locker room, coach told me he is thrilled with his transfer running back. This is exactly why they brought him. They expected big things out of him, and he has shown that he is capable so far here in this game. They want to continue that momentum behind the strong running game of his first half. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They're dealing with a second and long. The run inside. It's Edwards. Knocked down for the tackle.
All right, this running back's had all kinds of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Soft spot in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside. It's Edwards. Maybe some room here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some...
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Sparty. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. All wideouts, no backs. Looking for a man. It's Kim. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Mack. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Snagged out of the air. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Spartan. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Off play action on first down. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Eagles have a lot of options on second and inches. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's James. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Kim. Under fire, and they got it.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Pocket breaking down. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down and second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something open. And maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Headed into the fourth quarter, these two wide receivers, prolific playmakers. Here's how they've done in this one so far. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver comes in motion. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Back to pass on second down. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Spartans come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It's Edwards. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Spartans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The option, he'll keep it. Plows through the defense. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's in! Touchdown, Spartans! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Running inside, it's Blackwell. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fakes to grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blackwell. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Kim. Oh, they're after him. Trying to buy time. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 30, blue 30. Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Mack. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout.
Go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Eagles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They're trying to slam it in. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Edwards. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.